ongoing story of trying to restore kelp. Today, we're going to three places. We're going to Hornby Island, we're going to go to a place about 3 kilometers south of Nile Creek, and we're going to go to the beach in front of my place. And we're going to be planting in 3 distinctly different types of ocean conditions.
This is an Island Scout's boat. It's actually his boat, and I'd be his deckhand.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. Good day to be doing this kind of stuff. You have to work with Rob?
No, Rob handles all the business end, and we do all the working end.
Big work.
Yeah, he keeps us going. Together we cowboy the ocean.
As we approach Hornby Island, to a place that used to have very big kelp beds and are now only the tiniest remnants left, we're going to take the area that has high current and a reef, pretty much the ideal. And what we're doing here is we're taking rope around which we place strings of seeded kelp.
Each one of these little brown marks here are hundreds of kelp plants. So off of this, there's uncountable numbers. Because of course it unwinds, right? So all we do is tie that to this end, right? You'll drop it, this will unwind. Then every 10 feet we'll tie a tie strap on it.
Yep.
We want to keep this tight against this main line.
So no chafing.
And so it, if it floats up like this, the kelp isn't going to, we want it to attach to here.
To the main line, exactly.
This is on a much larger scale than we've ever done before. We'll be planting somewhere in the order of 1,000 feet. But we're trying for a critical mass, a critical number. Nature being a numbers game, the more you throw at it, the more likelihood that you might achieve success. This is probably the ideal location, and about 5 months will tell us if we're right.
See how it tight lays in with the line as it spools out? Yeah. Hang on, Andy, you're going too fast for me. Okay, go ahead. Somebody can tie strap that just ever so often. Okay, a little more.
Kelp is important for a great many reasons. Kelp is, first of all, a home for a great variety of creatures. Kelp is one of the few living organisms whose cells have no walls. So therefore it bleeds itself into the ocean. When it's bleeding itself out, it's providing vast forms of nutrient, which the super little organisms feed upon to then so on and feed up the chain. Let's return to our dear uncle hero, Charles Darwin, my personal hero. He was a great noticer. That noticing the tiny things is where you discover many of the answers, or at least the road towards answers. And I think wisdom in this case indicates that we should actually plant and watch what happens to the plants.
Probably the biggest. Beautiful! You see. Well, there's about 4 different types of red algae. There's Gracilaria, Chargardina, Rhodamenia, Serratium. Shows us that we got a right depth for the kelp. Okay, so we can let this down. Okay.
Same length as the one on
We'll take some
Well, yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Some mussels for dinner. Look at all the creatures that are on there.
It's a caprillid. that. Isn't that amazing, the little
That is
creature?
amazing.
When you put it under a little hand lens, it looks like a praying mantis. And it has this 4-5-pronged foot that it attaches to. See, it's cleaning itself along its back of its neck.
That. Isn't that amazing?
It's a gorgeous glue.
What's that called again?
It's a capryllid.
Anytime you're ready.
Scientists are becoming interested in people like us because we are an army of doers. The scientists do the job they're supposed to do, which is study the effects of what people like us do. And we shouldn't try to confuse which is which. We should continue doing what we're doing with the best advice.
Through the block. That's it.
Of all the things I've done in my life, which is now getting on to be a long one, none of them all together would amount to a pinch compared to growing brown, slimy seaweed.